Jackson Dean, hello. Welcome to Denver from your home.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
You're in where's your home? Tell everybody where you live, what city?
I live west of Nashville.
Okay.
Personal address?
I only ask because you look like how we should be dressed today. We've been in like this Arctic polar blast.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have a beanie like that right now. I've been cold all morning.
It's so cold here, man. We got another dusting last night, but yeah, man, everybody's real chilly down here.
Are y'all freaking out? Are y'all like staying home for days now?
Everybody else is, man. I'm good in the snow. I love it. It's so much fun. But yeah, no, it was a ghost town in town yesterday. We were in town for CRS and whatnot. And
CRS,
yeah.
For those that don't know, CRS is Country Radio Seminar. It's where a bunch of bosses come and you guys are playing music and showing off new things for the year. Mm-hmm. So let's get into that a little bit. What's coming up this next year for you? What were you showcasing?
Well, we got a really great song at Country Radio. Y'all know it, Heavens to Betsy. Trying to get that one as far as we can go. But this year we got a lot of headline stuff happening this year. And we're very, very excited for it. It was a lot of fun putting together the new set, and just it's overall really big step up from what it was last year. You know, we got a bunch of stuff abroad, which is wild to me, like 19 dates in Europe. And then we just got some other dates yesterday that we can't quite talk about yet.
Okay.
But it's some places that I can't pronounce.
Oh, fantastic. With Grizzly Rose, you can pronounce.
Yes,
of course.
Ma'am.
Here in Denver, we'll get to that in a second. Have you worked on any accents going over to Europe? I feel like you could really nail a British accent.
I can pop into a Brit accent like when I'm in it, you know, and it's very fun messing with them. Like our Big Machine team over there is wonderful, and they're so gullible. But yeah, we get up to a lot of fun over there. Yeah.
I'm sure after a couple Guinnesses, your accent is perfect.
Yeah. Might go for a lordship or something.
Good. Okay. Start tomorrow night at the Grizzly Rose. The entire set will be done with a British accent. We'll announce it here now on KYGO.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Dare ya.
All the in-betweens will just be in my dirty Brit accent.
You've played the Grizzly Rose before, right, Jack? What, it was like a year or two ago? Wasn't too long ago. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I love this club, man. It's like Colorado's Joe's, Coyote Joe's. Have you ever been to Coyote Joe's in North Carolina? Oh my God. It's something
rowdy,
very, very rowdy. But it's like the equivalent of that to me, and I love places like that. People are very passionate in there.
They are. It's always a really fun place to be. I was at that show. That was my first time seeing you full band, and it is an entirely different experience to see you full band. It was like your band was so tight, but it was loud, and like you came out ready to make a statement. It was something really special. Anytime an artist gets to, like touring and stuff and they bring their whole band with them, but you I don't know if I've heard a show start that loud at the Grizzly Rose, and you're like, hell yeah, I'm here. I mean, it's something.
This one's a lot louder than that one.
Is it? Okay. Yeah. All right.
If the neighbors aren't complaining, you're not doing it right.
That's right.
Okay. You said you like the snow. Being from where you were, did you grow up around the Appalachians? I thought at Red Rocks you talked about growing up around the mountains.
So I grew up on the east side of the foothills, really, Annapolis and whatnot. But we had about 85 acres up in the Triangle of Maryland, and that little valley system up there is pretty brutal in the wintertime. It's beautiful up there.
You grew up on 85 acres of land?
We just had it to ride four-wheelers on, and my dad went in when I was born. I think I was like 1 year old, and he went in with 8 other dudes, and just like property taxes, nothing, and we just ride four-wheelers. And it's literally in the middle of like a bunch of state park and whatnot, like Deep Creek. That's like the biggest thing around there, but yeah, it's beautiful up there.
Bring your four-wheeler to town this weekend. We'll find some places you can ride.
Dude, I wish I could just put it in the trailer, but we have too much stuff to bring.
No room for a four-wheeler.
Huh? Yeah. Ernest had like a little two-stroke out with him when we were on the road, and he would just ride it around like the venues and stuff, which was a lot of fun.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that sounds like a really timid group of people that probably ride safely all the time.
Yeah.
Safety first.
Now we know, like my grandpa had an ATV, and my cousins and I would do that same thing where he would let us take it at like 10 years old, and you would be going like real nice and slow until you're out of grandpa's sight, and then we'd be like ripping around on the railroad tracks. Did you ever get into a situation where your dad still doesn't know what you did or what you know?
I got hung up. I've only flipped one bike, and I've only gotten. I mean, sure, you need a winch to get some out of some mud holes, but I got caught in this laurel patch one time, and I still don't know how I did it, but like there was like literally like pieces of laurel still up inside of the four-wheeler, and like it wasn't moving. And I don't know, I might have been like 5 miles from the cabin.
Yeah,
I just pulls up and he goes, "You kidding me? I just got this back from the yeah.
What's a laurel? What is that? Do you know what a laurel is before he tells you?
A laurel patch?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm assuming it's like weed and like, but you know.
It's like mangroves, but like really, really strong and like thick green, like matte green leaves. But bears love it. There's black bear everywhere up there.
Interesting. Cool.
But yeah, it's some nasty stuff to have to get through.
We'd get the slough, like we had the Minnesota sloughs that we would get, and then there'd be like thicket and stuff and bird, you know, like all of that. But I would imagine the adrenaline. You know how like they say parents, if they're ever saving their child, get that burst of adrenaline. If you're about to get your ass kicked by your dad in the four-wheel, I would imagine you may have blacked out, but you did it. Like,
yeah, my dad is a terrifying individual. Like his forearms when I was a kid were like the size of my head, man.
Oh man,
he's a bricklayer, so he's constantly using his arms and whatnot. But
oh my god,
yeah, my dad's a scary individual.
Then and now,
yeah, he's the best advice I've ever gotten in my life is don't mess with the old dudes. They know things. You know,
that is true.
And he lets you know that he knows things.
That has it. He's earned it. Old man strength. You call that old man strength, right?
That's right.
They can start anyone's lawnmower on a pole all the time, no matter how old they are. Well, we can't wait to have you back in Denver. The show is tomorrow night. We're getting a little bit of snow tonight, so if you get a chance, you're familiar with the snow. Save a little time.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
Can't wait. Grizzly Rose, Jackson Dean. We'll see you, man.
Bye.
Thank you all so much for the time. I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you. Stay warm.
See you tomorrow night.